Some folks are born to wave the flag. Oh, they're red, white, and blue.
They let the chat fill up a little bit.
And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, oh, they'll point the cannon at you. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. Some folks are born silver spoon in hand, but they don't help themselves, no.
I watch some Vince Carter stuff,
But when the taxman
Gordon Ramsay stuff,
comes to the door,
Step Brothers stuff.
oh, the house looks like a ramen set.
Here in a second.
It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no millionaire son. It ain't me,
What a chat.
it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one.
Well, that's no fun if I can't chat. Let me see here. Hello. I don't want you all to see me chatting. I know the sound is up a little bit. Can't figure out how I can chat from somewhere else. All right. Bring up Spotify. Shut you down, Katie Shaw, and hello. Let's watch some Vince Carter stuff. I told you I have Vince Carter, Gordon Ramsay, and some Will Ferrell outtakes. So we're gonna watch together. Here's Vince Carter, best dunk contest ever. Ever.
To see Vince Carter, who had told Kenny Smith that he has 4 dunks that no one has ever seen. All right, here is Vince Carter with his first stop.
They should have just sent everybody home right there.
Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Kenny's right.
Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home.
He's right. That's just silly.
Hey, that is a reverse 360 going against the grain. That is unbelievable.
This building just exploded.
You
And
think?
perfect on the scoreboard. All right, and here is the second dunk of the night
Ridiculous.
for Vince Carter.
Plank.
And Vince adding to the repertoire.
Surprised nobody screwed
Carter
this one up.
finishes with a 49, and the reason is Kenny Smith, the only judge not to award a 10.
And
What's
he's
going
looking
on
at
there?
me because I told you he set the precedent with the first one.
This the finale on the first round for Vince Carter. Oh, it did not.
It's over. It's over, ladies.
I mean, that was
and gentlemen.
fantastic, right? We should have this on another channel, guys. Sorry.
The judges are coming over the table to congratulate Vince Carter. This is unheard of.
Oh my goodness gracious! It is over. Did I call it, Danny?
It should have been over right there.
Vince Carter with a spectacular show on this first round. All right, Vince Carter with
This is
his
it.
first on the final
Greatest dunk of all
round.
time. Greatest dunk of all time.
Ladies, wait.
Yeah, they don't even know. Look at that. They don't even know what's going on. They don't even know what's going on. Like I'm going to rewind this because I want everybody to realize and look at the they didn't know right after he did it. There were no one. The place was silent. They didn't know what they didn't know what it was.
With a spectacular show.
Let's see.
On
Did
his
I go?
first round. All right,
Okay, here we
Vince
go.
Carter with his first on the final round.
Nobody's saying anything.
Ladies, wait.
What?
Time out. Can I take a timeout?
They don't know what just happened.
Can I take a timeout?
I
Yeah, know what happened.
Upper arm, and I was wondering what he was doing. He was just cleaning it off, making sure there was nothing slippery there, because he knew how far into the rim he was going.
Wait a moment, Dan. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that before. I'm not sure the guy can't go into the rim head first.
Hey, let's see if
That's
there's a
ridiculous.
trampoline out there when he's doing this stuff. The mascots left the trampoline out there, I think.
And it will come down to Vince Carter, who opened up with a 50. Here comes Carter and puts
I mean, it wasn't even necessary. He should have just done like a little one-handed dinky do. It's a little finger
That
down.
was a smart dunk. That was
It didn't
a
even
smart
matter at
safety
that
dunk.
point.
Absolutely.
He elevated, he took off.
It was
close to
over.
the foul line, but he knew what he needed to win. That's a smart dunk at the end to get the championship.
Vince Carter, racked
I mean,
up
it is a
score
smart
of
dunk.
98 to win the NBA.com Slam Dunk 2000 championship.
All right.
With moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's, your
Okay. We'll move on. Next video. This is one of my favorite videos. I'm really weird with eggs. This is quite simple. I know I'm going to lose you for a second. This is Gordon Ramsay on how to cook scrambled eggs. I like watching people do the things that they
Breakfast.
do
Never get a
well.
chance to eat it Monday to Friday, but Saturday, Sunday, however, is the time when
He's great.
everyone should have a proper breakfast. My perfect breakfast, scrambled egg, sauteed mushrooms, and tomatoes. The most important thing about any scrambled egg is stopping it from overcooking. To serve with a scrambled egg, flat cap mushrooms. Just keep them whole and put them in the pan. Lots of olive oil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, fine tomatoes. Best way of roasting these is actually keep them on the vine.
I like tomatoes
in
and eggs.
the pan with the mushrooms. Right. Just let those mushrooms and tomatoes sit there in the pan on a low heat and they'll cook themselves. Nothing worse than going into a restaurant, having scrambled egg on toast and having soggy toast. This here is a sourdough bread. And the reason why we're going to use it for scrambled egg is because it's strong, robust, and it's got a lovely flavour to it. But be quite generous when you cut it because
Get to
you
the
don't want
eggs.
this sort of little thin, tight, sort of fisted slice of bread. Nice and thick, chunky bread. Into the toaster. Every time we get a new cook in the kitchen, we always ask them to make scrambled egg. And if they can make the perfect scrambled egg, you know they know how to cook properly.
To make the eggs.
Start off with 3 eggs.
Thank you.
Now, don't season it. Because if you put the salt in now, what actually happens, it breaks down the eggs.
See, I didn't know
And it
that.
starts turning them into something sort of very watery.
I
So,
season the mix.
eggs in the pan. Nice knob of butter. And it's really important to put the butter in right at the very beginning because what that does, it starts giving a really nice velvety finish to the scrambled egg. And then a simple spatula. Onto the heat. You never whisk the egg. Whisk it in the pan.
Wow.
Because when you start sort of whisking beforehand, you're breaking it all down. You've got to break it down in the pan. But the secret behind the scrambled egg is to start it on a nice sort of...
Is that just me? Okay, I've made a lot of scrambled eggs in my life. I whisk it until it's like super fluffy. In fact, I put it in my NutriBullet now. Seriously, I put it in a NutriBullet and get it all nice and airy. And I add in, chives or whatever, and then I season a little salt and pepper there, then pour it in the pan, and then I probably season it some more. So this dude, this dude meaning world-renowned Chef Gordon Ramsay, he doesn't pre-season it. He puts it in a pot, not a frying pan. Butter in first, okay, but then he just cracks the egg sunny side up in the pan, and hits them with the rubber spatula. I'm intrigued.
Generous heat. Take it off the heat. Go back to the heat. Take it off the heat. And treat it like a risotto. You can't stop stirring. It's live. You've got to really work at it. Now, it's starting to come together. It's starting to go a little bit thick. I come back off the heat and just let it work. And just do this 3 or 4 times.
Foosball.
Back onto the heat. Now, if I had to season this now, it'd still turn it into something quite watery. And I want a really nice sort of creamy scrambled egg. Something quite fluffy. Shh, is that my toast burning? Off the heat.
So he takes it off the heat in the middle of cooking it.
Damn, I'm going to set the
Burnt
fire
his
alarms
toast.
off. That'll wake up the missus. Okay, here we go. Put that back in. So, on and off the heat. Right, off the heat. Then, as you can see now, look, it's almost starting to sort of,
Like a custard.
continue cooking. Doesn't need to go back on the stove because it's actually continuing cooking because the heat is in there. That's where the heat is.
Wow.
So look, if I had to leave that there now, it would overcook. But it's not going to overcook because I'm going to put half a tablespoon of creme fraiche. And what that does now
Sour
just makes
cream.
it a little bit cooler, brings down the temperature of the eggs.
Creme fraiche. I know it's different.
Now I'm going to season it. A little bit of salt, and then just a little bit of pepper. Just to finish that, I'm just going to put a little touch of chives in there.
I mean, I'll bet
And
they're
what that does,
amazing.
it just lifts the whole flavour of the scrambled egg and just makes it a little bit more sexy. And, you know, sometimes you want to be a little bit more extravagant. You can put some smoked salmon in there. I like putting chives in there. And just fold those chives in. So there we are.
Doesn't even look like eggs.
OK, to serve it, we're ready to go. On.
Mushroom.
On.
Mushroom.
Vine tomatoes. That's why we leave them on the vine, you see, because you just pick them out of the pan like that.
That's a good
Sit
idea.
them on there. I'm just going to drizzle our sourdough bread with a little bit of olive oil in there. And then just pour your scrambled eggs over the sourdough bread.
Look at the consistency of that.
And there you go, a perfect scrambled egg. I mean,
Wow.
the most amazing way of waking up the missus on a Saturday, Sunday morning. So if you want to be a good boy, run upstairs now and give it to her in bed. The breakfast.
Wow. Wow. I mean, that, honestly. So you've got, man, I've never seen that style before. And obviously, Gordon Ramsay's a better chef than I am. But he didn't add any milk. He didn't add anything. He put the eggs straight up in the pot, cooked them on low heat, and just mixed everything in there. Did you see the consistency of those? Yeah, like you said, butter, sour cream. I mean, they looked good, but look at these eggs right up here where the pointer is. Those were not, that was not that. Interesting. All right, finally, this is one of my favorites. Here's, you've all seen the movie Step Brothers, and even if you haven't, this is probably really funny. This is a lot of Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Now, my dog just came in, doing some outtakes. These are outtakes.
Sweetheart, Dale and I want to welcome you to our home with open arms.
This sucks, and it's horseshit. But I'm too polite to say anything, because I'm a class act.
You're making a big mistake.
I'm missing the Raiders game!
I have to go to the bathroom.
I remember when I had my first beer. I remember when.
You know what I love about a lot of these, if you've never seen the Will Ferrell outtakes, and I'm sure some others do it too, but what makes him such a genius is you see how many times he'll repeat a line in a movie. And a lot of these are super famous lines, but he just tried out like 12 of them off the top of his head, not in the script, ad-libbed, and went with it, which is really cool because you'd think when you see the line, you'd think that was in the script. A lot of times with Will, it's not.
When I had my first beer.
I remember when I had my first beer.
Do you even know what that means?
I'm gonna punch you in the concussions.
It's not my first time at a shrink. Robin Williams and I talked about all this shit before, so.
Hey, folks! Still haven't sold that place, huh? That was a nasty murder.
Hope you like chili. I always got a pot on with sauerkraut.
I'm sure they got the smell out by now, though.
Don't worry, we only shoot our porn films on the weekends.
Yeah, they still haven't found that guy's head.
Got a series
see,
of
they're both
underground
riffing.
tunnels that connect actually to your house, so we can have cool dinner parties.
Did he tell you about the great schools?
Boy, it's Dandelion City over here.
Every single house here recycles, you know? You only have one Earth.
Hope the searchlights don't bother you, because I got a lot of them.
We're starting a Mommy and Me program here across the street.
Hey, pregnant lady, you're pretty hot. If you need a doula, let me know.
I hope you like boxing, because I'm a pay-per-view fanatic.
I'm gonna fucking neutralize you.
I don't understand English.
Oh, another thing, shut your mouth really quick, shut your mouth.
Shush up for a second. Shush up for 1 second.
Hand.
Not to be rude, but shush up for a second.
Politely shut up.
Ham.
Tell me to shut my mouth. I'm a grown man, okay?
Shush it up. It's gonna be good.
Okay, shush.
Mom, it's dangerous to meet someone online.
Brennan, I didn't meet him online.
He could be a sexual predator.
Mom, he took me in the bathroom at the wedding. He showed me a picture of his wiener. He had it professionally photographed.
Mom, what's one thing that you can't talk to me about?
My sexual fantasies.
look at Farrell.
Mom, I mean, come on. This is horse shit.
How do you keep it together if you're those two? Screw those two. How do you keep it together if you're a camera person, sound person, something like that? How do you keep it together?
Think you're gonna lose permanent function?
It's a waiting game right now. We won't know. I think I licked my balls. I did not mean it that way. I did not mean it that way.
What way did you mean it?
If that was what you're into, you could do it.
Majestic Wolf Lamp and his family. This is Galco, which is Hebrew for kindness.
Galco? What about the pup?
The pup is unnamed because you can't put a name on the innocence of that face.
I've also been looking into how to raise rabbits for meat.
Sorry, do it again.
Okay.
I won't throw up.
Okay.
Don't throw me out the window! Come on! No! No! Say you're sorry!
Are you listen to me, guys? Look at me.
Good night, Art.
Yes.
Derek, someone should teach these kids some manners.
Someone should teach you how to keep your trap shut.
How do they do that? How do you keep it together?
Something of it might have had.
You just farted.
We have a good time.
Did you really just fart?
We're not afraid to have fun.
I got Seth Rogen down.
No, and you know I'll claim it if I did. You're stuck on a desert island.
Yeah.
Favorite female news. You fucking smirker. This is impossible. Here we go.
Have you ever done it so much you had to put your dick in the freezer? Have you ever done it so much in one period of time? Last July, I was doing so much fucking. Last summer was like my biggest summer for pussy.
Look at the camera waving.
Do you ever cut a fart in a girl's face when you're doing it? This 1 month, I got so much pussy, I had to ice my balls.
That's all off the top of his head. He's a genius.
It's the biggest helicopter leasing event in the Western Hemisphere since 1997. You understand?
Sorry. You've actually seen him eat a man's penis?
Yeah.
Rob Riggles, man.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna drive it into your temple. Prepare yourself for a fight.
Oh, I've seen. Just let me stop this. We'll do that soon. Captain Insano. The Eastbound and Down outtakes are maybe the best outtakes on the entire web. I can feel it all the way down to my plums. Go take them to the farmer's market and watching Craig Robinson try not to lose it. Anyways, that might be my favorite outtake video on the entire web is Eastbound and Down.
I don't want that.
I think I missed
It's
that.
gotta be a huge market. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna drive it into your temple. Prepare yourself for a fight that's coming.
I don't want that.
It's got to be a huge market for opera rap, right? We need to get work. We need to get to work right away. Drop the anchor, give that hoe a shout.
Get my coat out.
Knock out. Boats and hoes. I gotta have me my boats and hoes.
Hey, by the way, where's my bro Brennan?
Brennan's not feeling well.
I hate Uncle Brennan. He doesn't even make $25K a year.
Dale, what do you do?
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, how about with how you earn your primary wage?
Okay, I'll tell you what I do. I am a professional bodybuilder and trainer of Show Horses Incorporated.
Okay.
And I'm a warlock.
Dale's been unemployed for the last 15 years.
Fuck you, Dad!
Fuck you, Dale.
Do you want to see something really cool?
Of course.
Turn off the lights. Industrial strength night vision goggles.
Holy thing from the Fantastic Four shit! Okay, be real honest with me right now.
Yeah.
Have you ever masturbated with these on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your spooge glows.
So cool.
Okay,
Rawhide
thank
wall.
you. Dinner's ready.
Y'all got Hulk hands? I got 100% rawhide wallet.
What'd you get?
100% rawhide wallet. Y'all got Hulk hands? You know what? That's bullshit.
All right, maybe I'll try to come back tonight on Periscope and just listen to music and BS. I know you guys are bored. I am too, and I know I got the show in the morning, but oh my God, this is boring. There's nothing to watch. I hate it. I have a shoe on my desk. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.